Have you ever wondered why certain people come into your life at exactly the right moment? Or why a single, seemingly minor decision ends up shaping your entire future? Maybe you missed a train only to bump into someone who would later change your life. Maybe you overheard a conversation, a phrase, a whisper of wisdom, and it stayed with you forever. We often call these moments coincidences, little accidents, random occurrences. But what if they weren't accidents at all? In Buddhism, there is no such thing as coincidence. There is only cause and effect, the sacred rhythm of karma. A deep, invisible web of conditions and consequences woven not by chance, but by our thoughts, words, and actions. Every moment is connected. Every choice leaves a ripple. And every experience you live today is rooted in something that came before. This may sound mystical, but it's not. It's one of the most grounded, practical truths the Buddha ever taught. Because when you understand the law of cause and effect, you no longer feel like life is happening to you. You begin to see that life is responding to you. You are not a passive passenger, you are a co-creator. And that shift, just that, can bring peace to even the most chaotic heart. Let's slow down, breathe, and go deeper. The Buddha once said, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become." That's not just poetry, that's karma in motion. We often imagine karma as something abstract, a cosmic scoreboard of deeds. But the Buddha's teaching wasn't meant to mystify us. It was meant to free us. Karma is not fate. It's not punishment. It's the unfolding of patterns, the result of habits, the echo of every thought, word, and intention we've ever sown. When you plant a seed, a tree will grow, given time, soil, and care. The same happens in your inner world. A single thought of compassion, when nourished, can lead to a life of peace. A single harsh word, if repeated, can shape an entire relationship with resentment. This is karma, quiet, subtle, yet powerful beyond measure. Think of it like a field. You don't see the sprout the same day you plant the seed, but it's growing underneath. And one day the fruit appears, whether bitter or sweet, depending on the care you gave it. And this is why there are no coincidences. Every experience you have, whether joyful or painful, is part of a larger unfolding. Sometimes you can trace the roots clearly, a choice, an action, a word. Other times they stretch across years, lifetimes, even generations. But the law remains: what you plant, you will reap. This isn't meant to make you feel guilty. It's meant to awaken you. Because it means that you have power. You can't change the seeds you planted yesterday, but you can choose what to plant today. And that is where freedom begins. Let's take a moment to look around. Every interaction, every event, every emotion you experience is part of a vast, interconnected web of conditions. A stranger's smile, a sudden job loss, a broken relationship, a new beginning. All of it is stitched together, not by random threads, but by interdependent causes. Imagine standing in front of a still pond. When you toss, a pebble ripples form. Some are small, others wide. Some reach far beyond where you intended. Your actions are those pebbles, and karma is the rippling. Now imagine doing this with awareness, with intention, with compassion. The ripples you send out begin to change, and so does the world around you. This is the power you carry. You don't need to control the entire pond. You only need to choose your pebble with care. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the key to transforming karma. Why? Because most of our actions come from unconscious habits. We repeat patterns without seeing them. We react without understanding. We carry the past into every moment, unaware that we're shaping the future with each breath. But when we slow down, when we breathe, observe, reflect, we begin to interrupt the cycle. We stop blaming, we stop running, we start listening. And in that space, we can choose again. Even something as small as a smile, a breath, a moment of silence instead of anger. These are not nothing. They are seeds. And the universe never forgets a single seed. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be enlightened overnight. You just need to wake up gently to the consequences of your own energy. And that choice changes everything. Even a simple act, like offering a kind word, choosing patience, forgiving someone who hurt you, can plant the seeds for profound transformation. Not just in your life, but in the lives of everyone you touch. This is how karma works. Quietly, patiently. Like rain soaking into the roots of a tree you may never see bloom, and yet the blooming will come. Think about the people who have entered your life just when you needed them most. Think about the moments of grace you can't explain, the near misses, the second chances, the unexpected turns. Think about the lessons wrapped in hardship, the wisdom born from pain. None of it was random. And while you may never fully understand the threads, you can choose to walk with reverence, knowing that every moment matters, that every thought counts, that every word echoes. The Buddha didn't ask us to believe blindly. He asked us to observe, to investigate, to see clearly. He said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. That spiritual life isn't about dogma. It's about seeing the invisible threads that connect everything. It's about waking up to the truth that nothing happens by chance, and that your life is not a series of disconnected events, but a story, one that you are co-writing every day. Even your suffering is not random. It has roots. It has causes. And when those causes are seen with compassion, they can be healed. This is why the path of mindfulness matters. It helps you look inward, not to blame yourself, but to free yourself. To see that the anger you carry didn't start today. It may have started long ago in a moment of pain. But today, you can meet it with gentleness. To see that your loneliness isn't a punishment. It may be a call to reconnect, to soften, to return home to yourself. To see that your fear is not a sign of weakness. It is a doorway to courage, to insight, to love. And all of this, every feeling, every moment, is part of the unfolding of cause and effect. Nothing wasted, nothing accidental. Every tear has meaning. Every joy has a root. Every step you take is shaping the steps ahead. So let go of the need to control everything. Let go of the idea that life must make perfect sense. And instead, begin to trust the rhythm. There are no coincidences. There is only presence. And presence is enough. Because when you're fully here, open, mindful, kind, you are already transforming karma. You are already healing. You are already rewriting the story. One breath at a time. Let your life be a garden. Let your heart be the soil. Let your thoughts be the seeds. And let compassion be the sunlight that brings it all to life. You don't need to fix the past. You don't need to fear the future. You just need to tend to this moment. Because this moment is not random. It is sacred. It's here to teach you something, to open your heart, to lead you closer to truth. So listen, the universe is always whispering, and if you listen closely, you'll hear the echo of the Buddha's wisdom reminding you, nothing is ever lost, nothing is ever random. Everything is unfolding just as it should. Now breathe and begin again. If this message touched something deep within you, pause for a moment. Let it settle. Let it echo. Ask yourself, what seeds am I planting today through my thoughts, my words, my presence? And if you'd like to continue walking this path gently, mindfully, one breath at a time, subscribe to this channel. Here we share more Buddhist teachings, soulful reflections, and reminders that even in chaos, there is a deeper order waiting to be seen. Let's grow stillness in a noisy world. Let's bring light to the unseen. Let's walk this path of cause and effect together. Subscribe now and let's begin again mindfully.